Alright guys, Outlaw Dippers here back with another video. So as you see, I have a dip in. I tried to make a video earlier, but my sister-in-law came in and she was asking me to take out her dogs because she already took a shower and all the good stuff. So I was like, alright, I'll do it. So let's get right into it. 2020 presidential elections are coming up shortly. Presidents for 2020 is coming up shortly anyway. So you know what that means. More bullshit. 2020 presidential candidate Democrat 2020 Democrat president candidate Beto O'Rourke has announced that he wants to try to take AR-15s and AK-47s from people's households and criminalize people that deny and abide by the rule. So he says that he wants to try to take those two weapons in particular because that's used for most mass shootings. And he was also Texas congressman. I don't remember which year, but he was Texas congressman. So you know what that means. He's trying to look out for people of Texas. And honestly, I think it's kind of bullshit. Here's my statement. Alright, so you want to take AR-15s and AK-47s because they're quote-unquote weapons of war. Last year, he was on a talk show where he says, and I quote, "If you have an AR-15 or an AK-47 and you bought it, you should be able to continue to use it responsibly." Now he's saying that he wants to take them out of people's houses. Basically, have people come into people's houses and take away guns. You see, that's kind of violating our Second Amendment right, if I, should say so myself. If I say correctly, that's violating our Second Amendment right to bear arms, right? Yes, the AR-15 and the AK-47, the semi-auto version of the AK-47, they are military-style weapons. The AR-15 is, and this is from my experience, the AR-15 is the replica of the M4 carbine. The AK-47 is the exact replica of the fully automatic AK-47. The AR-15 is the semi-automatic version of the 3-round burst, or the what can be used as 3-round burst or fully automatic M4 carbine. All right. This is my statement on it. Why should we, as American citizens, hand over our weapons? Why should we, as people that hold with the Second Amendment, have to give our weapons to the government that filed the Second Amendment in 1776? If you're trying to get what is supposed to be military-style weapons out of hands of U.S. citizens, then you're basically violating our Second Amendment right. That's pretty self-explanatory. I can lay out any gun, right? My old boss, who I still keep in contact with, he has a safe full of nothing but weapons. From shotguns to bolt-action semi-automatics to AR-15s. 2 of them, to be exact. And even some pistols. I can go in his safe and grab out any weapon of my choosing. Load a full clip in it. Put one in the chamber. Lay it on the table. Tell it to shoot. Will it shoot? No. Because some person has to be behind that trigger. That is the start of a mass shooting. A person that is mentally not stable to own a weapon grabs a hold of a weapon and attacks millions of people. If you want to stop mass shootings, one, if you own a weapon and your child doesn't know gun safety, number one, teach that child gun safety. Take your child to the range, show your child gun safety. Number two, don't have your child near the weapon. If your child is below the age of 10, don't let him shoot your weapons. Don't let him even get near your weapons. Number three, if a person is wanting to purchase a weapon, have the background checks a lot more secure. Don't only go so far back. Go farther than you have to. My brother one of my brothers, he just recently got a shotgun, a pump action. Beautiful little weapon. Am I happy for him? Yes, I am. Because he was never able to actually have a weapon. Back when I was younger, he was not able to have a weapon. After his first tour of Afghanistan, he was not able to have a weapon. He was diagnosed with PTSD. He's better now. But, his PTSD, I've had this dip in for a hot minute, so bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. But his PTSD is cured now. But his PTSD wasn't, if he sees or hears a shotgun, and he's the one that sets it off, his PTSD wasn't that bad where it just came out if, he shot off a gun and it just came back, right? His PTSD was if he went to, a fireworks show. He couldn't go to a fireworks show. He couldn't be anywhere near fireworks. He couldn't be anywhere near a gun range. He couldn't go anywhere like that. Because that's what set it off. Because he didn't know where it was coming from or who was setting it off. That's what it was. But me personally, but that's just because I know the guy personally. Now, anyone else that has PTSD, I think you should, reach back and, touch base on their previous history on if they have PTSD or not. And ask if it's, cured or whatever. Then determine whether you should give them a weapon or not. my statement is, if you're a person that has PTSD, you shouldn't be qualified to have a weapon. But if your PTSD is cured, then that's debatable. If that person has had a felony in the past but it's been cleared, I don't think that person should have a weapon. Plain and simple. I mean, especially if it's a felon that has a charge with a weapon, he shouldn't be qualified to have a weapon. My plain point is, it's not the weapon that kills. It's the person behind the weapon. Yes, weapons are very dangerous. Yes, weapons can kill. But someone has to be behind the weapon before it can go off. That person has to have a motive to fire that weapon. Don't blame the weapon. Blame the person. That's the point us as Americans were trying to make. Blame the person, not the weapon. But people want to blame the weapon, not the person. AR-15s are dangerous if it's in the hands of a wrong person. If it's in the hands of the wrong person, it can be lethal. But if it's in the hands of the right person that's using it responsibly, shouldn't be banned. So because people want to be dumb and not use guns responsibly, it's causing us as Americans to have our Second Amendment violated. It's making it to where I can't even, have an air rifle in my house. Or, go to a gun range without someone pulling up and taking away my weapon. I was planning on getting an AR-15. But if Beto O'Rourke goes through and becomes president and takes away our ARs, I won't be able to have one. It's getting out of hand, guys. It's getting really out of hand, and I don't support it one bit. This has got to stop. All this ban guns bullshit, it's got to stop. And the thing that makes it more worse is, this is a guy from the South. He's a Democrat from the South. And he's trying to take away guns that rednecks shoot on a daily. Does he really think it's going to go any... Do you really think, he's only going to have one person arrested? No. It's going to be more than one person. It's going to be more than one guy that's going to be arrested. And let's just say that there's going to be a lot of jail cells occupied but some are still going to be vacant. Because a lot of jail cells will be occupied, but some will be vacant. But 99.9% of them will be occupied. And it's because people don't want to go against their Second Amendment right. They want to fully go through the process of seeing what it's like to stand up for their Second Amendment. I, for one, you want to take away my weapon? Go ahead. Because I feel my Second Amendment is being violated. So yes, I will be getting an AR-15. Yes, I will be having it in my house. And yes, I will not have it taken away. Because that is my Second Amendment right. I have the right to bear arms. I have the right to have a gun in my house. I have a right to own any weapon. And if you're going to take it away from me, you're going to have to drag me out of my freaking house. Plain and simple. I can't even live in my own damn country without someone saying that if you don't abide by my rules, you're going to get arrested. If you don't shoot the gun that I agree with, you're going to get arrested. If you don't listen to what I say, you're going to get arrested. Basically. This is America. Not Korea. We don't need to sit and listen to our presidents become dictators. That's basically what we are. We have red in our colors that don't symbolize communism. We have other colors too. We have red, white, and blue. Not all red. But go ahead. Go against our Second Amendment right. See how far you get. See how many people pull up and, protest against it. I will be one of those people. And I'm protesting right now. Our Second Amendment will not be taken away. Our Second Amendment will not be destroyed. We will be heard. That's going to be a new hashtag. Hashtag we will be heard. Hashtag we will not have our Second Amendment terminated. Hashtag our Second Amendment will not fall. This is America. And that's my statement.